In this episode, we will talk about making friends in the Philippines as an expat. If you come to this country and you get the women out of your system, or even if you are here with a significant other, wife, or girlfriend, at some point you would want to hang out with the boys. Unfortunately, the Philippines does not draw the best kind of expats. Many of us, including myself, are either divorced, came from a bad relationship, too old to be active, or just simply not interested in doing things that a younger expat might be interested in, like someone in their 30s. If you are coming here and you are looking for friends, this may not be the best country for that. I am not saying it is impossible or that you cannot find good mates, but sometimes it can be difficult, especially if there aren't many other foreigners in your local neighborhood. The ones that you see at the bars will most likely be interested in women or they have their own problems. Let's read today's story and then we will discuss what you can do in order to find someone you could even remotely call a friend. A person on Reddit says, I have difficulties making new friends here in the Philippines with other expats. I mean, we totally hit it off in the gym or wherever I meet a new guy and we exchange WhatsApp and then it's ghosting time. Should I always be making the first step to hang out in WhatsApp? It always bothers me because I don't want to seem needy. Well, I'm not lonely. I just like the guy I talk to, but yeah, haha. By the way, no homo. And I make it very clear I am a hetero, but it's literally the same trying to date bros and girls. It was somehow much easier in Thailand, and Germany for that matter. Yeah, more people and all concentrated in these four main expat areas. I am my mid-30s and I arrived a couple weeks ago. How do you guys approach that? Let's start with breaking down this man's question. The reason why other men ghost you is because most adult men are not looking to make friends on the spot. Friendships with strangers as a grown-up takes time. It's not like when you were younger in the playground or at school. Things have to develop at a slower pace. And most men do not want to be friends with another man. It simply doesn't make sense. Most men prefer the opposite sex, regardless of whether you're homo or not. That's not the case. Of course, boys will be boys and friendships will be great in the moment, but it's very rare for someone to call up another man randomly and try to hang out with him. It doesn't make sense. You either meet at the local place you have been going to for the past few weeks, or at the bar, or slowly and gradually build a relationship that way. So the approach is a little different, plus the age gap might be an issue as well. You going to the gym and being in your 30s means you probably see men in the same age group. Most men in that age group are very sexually active and only are chasing women. Not only, but definitely mostly. It's very rare for a man to want to just hang out with another man that they don't know. Of course, your friends back home or your own circle of friends are very different. I can hang out with men all the time, but men that I know, not someone I just met at the gym. Someone tries to give some good advice. Bertoro says, Step 1, find a hobby, or if you already have one, proceed to Step 2. Search for said hobby in Facebook and add the Philippines to the title. 90% sure there's a Facebook group for that. And 3, you can talk to people with similar interests. I am part of the audio hobby in the Philippines. We treat locals and foreigners equally and befriend them. I believe audio hobby means music, like listening to music, he explains. Another person, Supermarket, says, Man, I've been here in the Philippines for 10 years, and every time I see another expat, especially American, it's like the Spider-Man meme, then we part ways. It just feels like a lot of expats wouldn't go to the Philippines if they were too interested in making expat friends. Find some locals that you can have fun with. Depending on the group, it's just like a group of friends back in your home country. And Gusto Macho says, I hang out with expats on hobbies like I like to do. I like to play tennis, so I have a few mates. I would hit up and go play. I don't drink, but still like to hang out at the bar sometimes to listen to their stories. I wouldn't want to make friends with bar guys. Tennis mates, sure, but it takes time. One more by a man named American KL. I do not seek out friendships with expats, could care less. I'm not military, so do not have that connection to bond over. While I am old, I am not out of shape, which many expat Americans seems to be. Sorry, just being honest. If a chance meet happens that leads to a friendship, then so be it. Wish you luck as you go forward. HDK1 says, I'm in my mid-30s too. I've been here over a year, and I plan on staying another year, at least, and there's zero chance I'll be making any friends with other men. I have my girlfriend, who, among other things, is my main source of friendship as well, and I have friends back home who I keep in contact with. As others have said, you may have more success in specific hobby groups, or just through perseverance. Try not to take it personally. Many people just don't want to make new friends at certain times in their lives. One thing needs to be said, that as a person, as a man, being by yourself should be comfortable. If you are not alone and comfortable by yourself, it means you have to work on yourself and your mental strength. If you cannot stand yourself, if you cannot be alone by yourself, spend hours on end and still be content, if you need the approval of other people, you need to strengthen up your mental game. Previously, I've noted that most men suffer in silence, and loneliness is a big part of that. Being alone is a big part of why so many men go to the Philippines in search of happiness, but they want to masquerade as just women. Deep down, most of us want to make that connection, and whether we like it or not, that takes a lot of time and a lot of trust. Oftentimes, people have to gain your trust and prove themselves, prove that they are real, what they say is real, and they want the best for you, that they have no other intentions beside your friendship. Those things take time. However, the good thing about that is, once you find one or even two people that you can truly connect with, that you can truly trust, then that is all you need. You don't need 10, 20, or 30 friends like back in high school. It's not a popularity contest. I would much rather have one or two solid friends than 100 or 200 people pretending to be my friend. And that's the other problem with the Philippines. Many people pretend. A lot of Filipino people pretend to want to help you. They pretend to smile and be friendly and helpful. At the time, it feels genuine. But oftentimes, behind those fake smiles are ill intentions of trying to extract money from you, one way or another, asking you for a loan, asking for some kind of a handout, or asking you to fix a problem that they have created. What are your opinions regarding making friends in the Philippines? Have you had any luck? What do you do to make friends? Or do you think you should simply rely on yourself? It is now time to read yesterday's best and worst comment, but I want to read what Master Baker wrote first. I can't speak for all expats, but I can give my personal view as a fellow male expat in mid-30s. Honestly, if we'd met, I'd be friendly too, and we'd probably have a nice chat, but then I'd probably ghost you, lol. Part of the reason I was able to settle here and leave everyone else behind in America is because I am an introvert, so I'm not looking to hang out with anyone. Plus, I really love my wife and we're joined at the hip, so I have never seen why I'd want to spend my limited time on Earth hanging out with someone other than her. Plus, hanging out is expensive, man. People always want to do stuff that costs money, and I'm a vegan, so I can't eat out like 99% places anyways, because chefs the world over are totally reliant on butter, milk, and or cheese, and shitloads of sugar, especially in the Philippines, to carry their dishes. So basically, I don't have an interest or the budget to hang out, and even if I did, there are barely any options for me as a vegan. Here's something that not many people either like to admit or share. Most of them have significant others like girlfriends or wives and simply have no interest in another man in their life. Plus, many people are on a budget. They're barely surviving, despite what they might have you believe. They're not rich. They're living monthly, paycheck to paycheck also. Makes no sense to go ahead and have a night or two out with some random man they just met at the gym. Yesterday's best comment is from Daniel, $2 euro. Thanks. The next best comment is from Sly Dog. The food in the Philippines is nothing but starch, salt, vinegar, fat, and extra sugar. Every basic task is a hassle and waste of time, especially on vacation. Infrastructure. Try going to Manila to Boracay. You have to take a bus to Batangas to then get on a boat to Katialkan, Cabgan, then another boat to get to Boracay. Each step of the way, dealing with luggage, hot weather, and wait times. Internet sucks in most places. Comfort rooms are disgusting, and the prices are higher than any other third world country I know of. Let's start with these reasons. The worst comment is from Cebuano Quitan. You are just paid to chase them people away who are trying to visit the country. Could you imagine the thought process behind thinking someone is paying me, a channel with 2 or 3,000 subscribers, to make these videos? This just shows the level of intelligence that some Pinoys have. Thanks for watching. God bless.